Welcome back for another video. I'm Eharbad, a free-to-play endgame player in Raid Shadow Legends. Today we're going to do our summons for the guaranteed champion, Staltus Dragonbane. Here we find ourselves 150 Ancients and a Dream. We have a 10x on the new faction, Sylvan Watchers, overlapping, so we are 100% hoping to get some extra value from this in terms of fleshing out that new faction. I really hope that I get a Ruella. It would be nice to try out some fun Fire Knight 24 compositions using this new, really interesting champion. If we are feeling greedy, ideally we would be hoping for an Elva. I think she's a fantastic support that would be a nice option for Arena, Hydra, and Godly for Faction Wars once that's open. That said, on this channel we celebrate any non-dupe pulls. If we have lower expectations, it reduces the disappointment, I find. First, however, we need to make some space. So we need about 40 slots, and I'm going to buy that in the reserve vault. Now I have been asked, do I use silver or gems for this? And I think you can basically do a calculation in terms of the amount of silver you can expect to get per gem. So the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to look at Spider 24. If I use all of the energy that I got from buying energy refills with gems, on average, how much silver would I expect to get per gem spend, and then do a comparison between the 116 gems or the 2.4 million silver. So in this instance, I would expect to get 1.571 million silver if I sold all of the artifacts from running Spider 24, which would mean if I use silver here, it will cost me about 50% more. Now I think we'd be willing to spend a bit more because then there's always the chance that we'll get a really good item, and there's also the reality that we'll probably be doing some kind of dungeon divers or a tournament. You know, we'll be getting some additional reward for that energy. But I'd say 50% is too extreme. At that point, I think I would prefer to spend the gems to get the slots that way. So in this instance, we're going to go for gems. Next up, we have 128 gems versus 2.8 million silver. And in this case, it's even more heavily skewed in favor of the gems. So we'll once again use gems. Next up, we have 140 gems or 3.2 million. Here we are once again skewed in favor of the gems. And lastly, we have 152 or 3.6 million. And we are once again even more heavily skewed towards using gems. Right, let me just move some champions around and then we'll get on with the summons. Right then, we've created enough space to get on with the summons. 150 ancients. Let's hope we get some luck along the way. First up, what have we got? We're going to see a lot of blue. There is no 2x going on, and we have started with 10 blue. Next up, more blue. Be nice to get an epic anytime. Dupe Captain Tamilia is actually reasonable for Faction Wars if you do get her. She can provide some healing and a bit of support. Not the worst. Come on, one of the new factions epic, please. 3 epics, pretty good pull rate there, but all dupes, all dupes. And what have we got now? It's just more blues. Blues, blues, blues. Pretty disappointing. We'll just keep going. Always hope. More blues. A lot of blues. Pathfinder, a little bit too late for that to be useful. That said, you know, at least it's a rare from the new faction. Oh no, it's a rubbish Talia. Oh, we got a legendary, and it's a dupe Kayuko. Good champion, but I don't need a second one. Nothing on the 10x so far. We've had a bunch of epics and a legendary. It is not looking good. Another epic dupe there. Can't we just want one? There we go. We have one from the new faction. And we got another legendary. Actually, Saito is new. I thought for a second that was the 150. I was like, that went really quickly. I mean, we're having a really good legendary pull rate, to be honest, but again, not the 10x. If we just get Ruella, I will be happy. Another epic, all dupes, another epic. I mean, we're getting really lucky on the pull rate of the epics. Like, we're definitely exceeding, but we're not getting the epic I want. It's rare that I really want an epic, but I think it would be interesting because it will give me some opportunities that I don't currently have. And we got the other one. So we got 2 of the 3 epics so far, but not one I wanted. But still pretty good. You know, we're fleshing out the faction, and that's we need that in the long run. We must be getting near the 150 as well. So come on, just one more epic, the epic we want. Got at least 10 more. And are we gonna get lucky? Come on, Ruella. No, another 10 blues. Oh, so many blues. Come on, Ruella. All blues. Another 10 blues. See, this is why pulling outside of a 2x is just painful. We're going to go 30 blues. Oh, Aox is new. That's nice. I never normally pull so many shards because we don't have the guaranteed that regularly. And my god, 150 takes a long time. And there we go, we got the Staltus. So 3 legendaries, extremely high pull rate there on the legendaries. Very, very lucky. Okay, granted, the other 2 legendaries weren't ones that maybe I would want or can use, but you know, one is new. We like that. And the other's a good champion and will help me in my faction guardians. So, you know, we've got a new legendary here in Staltus, who I will be building out. As I mentioned in the video yesterday, I think it will help me speed up my faction wars, and it'll be fun. We can do some interesting builds with him. Aox is new. Nice to flesh out the epic side. Is very good for twins, although I now have a block damage team. Still, I might use him to try something else and give you guys a different video. Saito, he's a good champion, but he doesn't really have a place in the game, to be honest. Like, he can be used in some unkillable clan boss teams, but I don't know. I feel like he needs something a bit different, or maybe some content will come out in the future where he'll excel. But he's a bit one-dimensional. He's just a good damage dealer. And then on the old Sylvan Watchers, we've got Cormac and we have Dithey. Neither of them were the champions I was after, but both decent champions. And we'll, along with the Near, the Dithey and the Cormac, that'll be a good start to the faction. And hopefully at some point I will pull Ruella, as I definitely do want to try her in Finite, as I mentioned. Right, we have one more thing left to do in the video. As in all the summoning videos, I end up doing all my soul stones. 20, we'll do 20 soul stones as a little extra and see if we get lucky. In fact, since the last video, I have bought the 2-star from the Soul Merchant for Candrathon, so we can do the 2nd star awakening on my Candrathon. And I've also bought the 2-star for Duchess. So we can do both of that to start off with, and then see if we get lucky. Got to make some room first. Give me a second, I'll just get this done. Interestingly enough, if we look at this kind of cost, it's much cheaper to use silver. Far and away the better option to take. Anyway, let's summon 20 and see if we get lucky. Nothing so far. An epic. Felicia, not too bad. 3-star. And an S. Anything else? Nothing else there. Just 10 more. I doubt we'll get anything, but gotta keep summoning them. Legendary one that we have. Razin. I do have a Razin, so it's better than nothing. Oh, another legendary. And Ultimate Death Knight. At least we got 2 legendaries I actually have, which is not common. We did get another 5-star, but only a rare. And we got a Soulbond Bowyer there, which is pretty nice. So we can go and awaken Ultimate Death Knight. We can awaken Razin. We're still saving Theodore, and we can awaken the other Soulbond. Yeah, we're continuing to build up this stockpile of the tier 2 soul stones, and I haven't decided still kind of at what ratio I'll end up buying immortal soul stones versus how many immortal soul essences I'll end up buying with this tier 2 soul coin. The reality is I'm finding so far that the soul merchant is far more reliable for me to get the champions awakened that I want. You could say I should buy the Ramantu Perfect Soul, but I'm trying to limit the breadth of champions I'm trying to awaken at the moment to be in a position where I can continue to save up enough resources that I'll be able to get that 3rd, 4th, 5th, and ultimately 6-star awakening for a few key champions rather than get everyone awakened. Particularly with the Ramantu, if I got him to say 2-star awakening, what would I really gain? I only use him in arena. I don't think the blessings that are available really are that critical for champions that aren't your damage dealers in arena. So they're nice to have, but I feel right now they're not a need to have. So I'm not too worried for the time being. And obviously if that changes, we do see these refresh frequently enough that I will be able to pick him up next time he's in rotation if I change my mind and decide I do want to get him to that 2-star awakening. Right then, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I tried to go through a few little extra things rather than just making it a standard summoning video. So hopefully you learned something along the way that you'll take and apply to your own account. Tomorrow I will get the Theodore Champion Guide done, so hopefully you'll enjoy watching that. I've certainly enjoyed trying different builds and trying them out in different content, and hopefully you'll enjoy what I've come up with. Once again, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye for now.